Here at number 43 Birch Street in Bayswater on behalf of our vendor and Peter Munt at Ray White in Bayswater. Thank you very much for taking the time on what is a very hot and no doubt busy Saturday afternoon to come along and be a part of our auction here today. All of you guys have got the best spot, I think, over there in the shade, so wish me well. Feels like I'm doing an auction in Darwin. We have a fantastic property available for you here behind me, and we'll talk about it in some more detail and the opportunity that it is in just a little while. Before though, there are a couple of rules that we need to bring you up to speed with before we get going with the auction proper. Our auction today will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available for inspection before the start of our auction today. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for property after the property has been knocked down to our successful bidder. Our vendors have a reserve price. As the auctioneer, I will indicate bidders on request. The law does prohibit for false bids, it prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and it does prevent others from bidding and provides fines for this conduct. Looking around here though, I'm sure we'll have no problems with regard to that today. The rules do permit for vendor bids, and the words I will use during the auction to indicate I'm making a bid on behalf of our vendor, nice and clear, will be vendor bid. And by law, only I, ladies and gentlemen, as the auctioneer, will make and can make a vendor bid. I'd also like to point out before we get going with the auction proper, it is my job as the auctioneer to get the highest and the best price for our vendor. I'd ask for your patience if we do drag out proceedings here this afternoon, safe in the knowledge that if I was auctioning your property, I would do exactly the same thing. It is critical and important that our buyers here today have ample opportunity to explore their options and take some time to consider this fantastic real estate purchase behind me. Well, let's talk about it, exactly what's on offer. An exceptional level of quality, no doubt you've seen that for yourself, you've been through it. Sophisticated design and style. This 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, double garage home is near new. It's an easy live-in, easy walk-in and live-in proposition from day one. There's absolutely nothing to spend. The summer's coming up, it's light, it's airy. I can just imagine the summer months just behind here and out the back with the barbecues. It's an absolutely fabulous home with 5-star energy rating, ducted heating, not that we really need the ducted heating today, but it's Melbourne, it could be 5 degrees again tomorrow. The evaporative cooling, the auto garage of course. This home is totally designed for easy living. And the suburb, well, here we are in Bayswater, well positioned within walking distance to Bayswater Primary School of course. Bayswater Village train station is nearby, you can walk there if you like. And if you need access to Bayswater Secondary College, it's not far away. Knox Shopping Centre as well. Eastlink, if you like a drive, that's just a short drive away as well. Those of you who live here in Bayswater will already know this. For those of you who don't, according to CoreLogic, the median house price growth at Bayswater over the past 12 months is 14.02%. It's very, very strong growth for postcode 3153. It's an opportunity here today that we encourage you not to miss. Certainly don't hesitate when we open it up, your competitive bidding in the next little while. The Melbourne market, of course, more broadly, is still very, very strong, driven largely by low interest rates. They're around about 3.8%, and net migration of between 130 and 150,000 people coming to live in Melbourne each and every single year. The secret is out. Melbourne's just been voted recently the most livable city for the 7th year in a row. We know that, but everybody else is coming here that's only doing one thing. It's driving up property prices. There's still high demand for housing. In fact, we're still not creating as much housing as we need for that migration that's coming into this fabulous city. Terms of the contract today call for a settlement within 60 days and a 10% deposit, ladies and gentlemen, if you are our successful buyer here this afternoon. I'm in your hands, 43 Birch Street in Bayswater. Who'd like to start me off, who'd like to go first, I don't mind where we start, for what is a lovely, comfortably warm Saturday afternoon. No doubt you want to get on with your lives and head down to the beach or perhaps your garden or maybe a nice cool shopping centre as well. Who'd like to go first? Who'd like to start me off? Think about where we are. Only a few weeks to run until the real estate market runs out of steam and goes into holiday mode, calypso mode as I like to call it, until probably about February next year. If you've been looking for real estate over the past couple of months, you're probably sick to death of going through open for inspections, getting callbacks from real estate agents and that sort of thing. You can end your search today, here and now. If you'd like to participate, if you'd like to start us off
600.
At 600, I'll take you 600. Thank you for your bid, sir, down the back at 600,000. and we'll go on a rise of 10. At $600,000, the bid's at the back, looking for 610 now. At 610. At 600 I've got. At 610 I'm seeking.
650.
At 650, strong bet at the front. Welcome to it at $650,000. Still working in tens if you like, guys, to help you out. At 650, bids at the front in the nice shade under the tree behind the car. 660, just behind you. At 660, this is where all the action's happening. 660, guys, can I say 670? Don't dwell, you don't want to miss it. Like I said, how many were open for inspections do you want to go to? 660. 670, got it. At 670, looking for 80 now. At 670. At 670 I have. Anywhere else, anyone at all, jump in if you like. At 670,000, still looking for another 10. At 670 I have. At 670, looking for 80. At 670. First call at $670,000. Second call at $670,000. Third and final call at $670,000. You done, silent and finished at $670,000. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd excuse us just for one moment, we'll seek some instructions. We won't keep you waiting very long. We'll be back in just a moment. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience. Good news is we had a quick chat to our vendors and they do want to sell the property. Obviously, it's a particularly stressful time. I'm sure those of you who have sold property understand that. Been through the open for inspection process for big days here. Motivated to sell. I'll just get the bidder at the back there to confirm, $670,000. You're holding the bid at the moment, sir. We're not at our reserve. I'll just explain what will happen from here. $670,000. I'm going to put in another vendor bid, or a vendor bid, of $730,000. $730,000 as a vendor bid. It's against you and anybody else at $730,000. That means that nobody has the exclusive right to negotiate with us if we don't reach our reserve at the conclusion of the auction here today. If you have any interest, ladies and gentlemen, in this fabulous home behind me, now is the time to act. $730,000 at $740,000. Thank you guys. At $740,000. Back in the box seat at $740,000. At $740,000. Looking for a rise of 10. At $740,000, I'm looking for 10 anywhere at all. at $740,000. At 740, think about where you are. 740, was that a bid, sir? 740, was I just hoping? At $740,000. First call at $740,000. Second call at $740,000. Third and final call at $740,000. You done, silent, and finished at $740,000. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I will officially pass the property in to you guys here. I'm sure that you will end up buying the property. In 90% of cases, we end up passing the property in and selling it to that particular buyer. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you very much for coming to auction today. And I wish you all the best for a happy Christmas and holiday season. Thank you.